Like rocket fuel.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 280! Check, block 54, block 54. Run.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 4 Tokyo. Sunday. Stand.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Sponge. No. Hey, Charlie. Now. Motion. On the book.
Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
C6. 57 the mic.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Smith hands off to Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
At 30 base. 54. Mike, 54. It's our field. Get it.
A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth rounder from Stanford. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Aguilar has it. 25 yards that time.
Let's go.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On first, they go right back to Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 20 flag.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
7, Eagles nothing.
Here we go! Here we go! 54! Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Hey, check 24! Check 24! Check!
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Check 43.
On first down, this is Geis. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Mills in on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey! 57 to Mike. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's get off the field.
Now a toss. This is Geis. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ready. 57's right. Here we go, D. Hey, Zoo.
On the ground, it's Geis.
Go, go. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go again. Hey, exit. Look at me. Zipper. 2.
On second and 9, Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... football back.
Over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. Pack
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
From his end zone, it's Wentz on 3rd and long. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, now zapped right back in the other direction. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup Haskins. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, here we go. 180. 54. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that
and 10. Here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Wentz again. And he connects with Ertz. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Man, 5-7.
Wentz to throw again. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Kill.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wentz now to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go. 7 in. Come on. Buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Go. Motion. 57th to Mike. 57th to Mike. Come on. Come on, QB. Come on. Check.
Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. Richardson has it. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready up. Mike, 57. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shoot. Wahoo. Check three.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That one good for 17 as they're set on better now for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
57 to Mike.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Another run with Sanders. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
I'm coming after you. Sunday. 54, right there. 54, Mike. What's the run? Crystal, Travis. Check. Cross. Ran. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Tighten up.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to...
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Back now at FedEx Field, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now at FedEx Field, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Going for it with Sanders. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive
blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 14 yards. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
All day, defense, all day. 57. 54, right there.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, empty.
On the toss play, Howard. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Haskins to throw on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Watch the pass. No. Double up.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
You.
On second down, it's Sanders. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.